You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. To Robyn Allsworth, we're going to be talking to all about skincare, some useful tips, preventing damage to the skin as well. Robyn, thank you very much for coming along this evening. Good evening.
Good evening, thanks for having me.
I was hoping firstly we could start off by giving our listeners a little bit of an introduction.
Well, I'm Robyn, I'm a new mum and I'm a qualified beautician. I've actually recently moved back to the island from Australia and started up my own sort of home beauty clinic called Appleford Clinic. Started up about 9 months ago, but obviously having a new baby sort of interrupted it a little bit. And we've recently revamped it in my new house, and we have a home clinic running in the house.
You were talking a little bit about you setting up your own clinic. What sort of treatments do you offer?
Well, I actually offer 4 different treatments. I specialise in diamond peel microdermabrasion and permanent hair loss, permanent hair removal electrolysis, also facials and weight loss body wraps.
So I understand that winter skin is quite common this time of year.
Yeah, obviously all through the year, different sort of skin problems that arise. This sort of time of year, you often notice your skin's quite dull or maybe quite pale, obviously where there's not much sun in England. Also, you get quite a lot of dry skin around the nose especially. And obviously everyone eats quite badly at winter usually, so obviously your skin does suffer all those sort of different elements. I'd say the best thing for this time of year is actually to have a really good skin routine and make sure you moisturise in the evening to keep your skin refreshed.
Why does our skin suffer then?
Well, basically after the age of 25, which is most of us here, our skin's actually classed as matured skin. What that means is sort of as a child your skin always looks really fresh and glowing. By the time you get to 25 your skin's actually slowed down in renewing its cells. So by the time you get sort of 30, 40, your skin's lost a lot of its elastin, so that's when wrinkles and that sort of thing comes up. So we need collagen and lots of moisturiser and lots of skincare routines to actually renew those cells and significantly decrease the sort of the look at the visibility of your face.
Now next you're going to talk a little bit about microdermabrasion, I think.
Yes. I think everyone's not really sure what that is now. There's actually 2 types of microdermabrasion. There's crystals, which is the old type, or there's diamond peel microdermabrasion, which is what we do at Appleford Clinic. The best way to describe it without showing you is actually a mini suction little hoover, which has a rough surface, hence diamond grain, which actually goes all the way across your face and it takes away all the dead skin. And that's basically a sort of a really strong exfoliator, which actually gets rid of all the impurities in your face. It can be used for anything from wrinkles to dark spots to dry skin, stretch marks, patchy sort of redness or anything that sort of annoys you a little bit on your face.
And I was hoping you could tell us a little bit more about your own branded products.
Yeah, well, like we were just saying, when I started Appleford Clinic 9 months ago, my vision wasn't just to sort of open up your typical beauty clinic. I actually wanted to make a bit of a brand for myself and sort of something like what I could do, I could be proud of and be able to go into all different sort of ventures. I think nowadays skincare is so important to people. People want to make sure they feel fresh and be able to run out to the shop without their makeup on and sort of really feel nice about themselves. So after a couple of months of actually working with people and obviously understanding what people really want about with their skin, I decided to approach a manufacturing company of skincare products and went in the lab and felt all the creams, all the textures and had to sort of smell all the different smells and actually came up with 2 of my own products, which is quite exciting. It's even got my name on the back, which is nice. The first one's an antibacterial after treatment serum, so obviously it's perfect for after you've had a microdermabrasion treatment or a facial, or even after you've just sort of exfoliated your skin yourself in the shower maybe. It's not only for obviously after treatments though, it's actually also for before we put your makeup on. I always say, sort of you have a foundation, so you always have, your foundation usually lasts for a couple of months, But, imagine if you have, a couple of spots in those months, you don't go out and change your whole foundation. So, essentially you'll just basically put in the same, the same pads, the same brushes on your face. So obviously it contains bacteria still. The antibacterial serum treatment does prevent that. It looks after your skin, and it sort of prevents you from breaking out again. And it also smells like apples, which is nice. Apple for clinic and all that. And the second one is a hyaluronic acid night cream. I think every woman would tell you that the main issue is wrinkles, so I decided to make a product that had retinol in it, and it actually targets visible signs of ageing. And that one smells like grapefruit, so hopefully I have a whole citrus range when you come back to me in a few months' time.
So was it a case of you knowing exactly what you wanted to do, or did you kind of experiment with stuff with the manufacturers to get something that worked right?
I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure I had sort of bespoke products to what I do. So that's why the serum is perfect for microdermabrasion. Obviously, it's quite a invasive procedure. Obviously, it takes off a layer of your skin. So I wanted to make sure we could find something to sort of soothe your skin after that. And I kind of knew what I wanted to do with the night cream as well, but I really went into the factory and we just played around with different creams, and I found what I wanted, found what I liked, and tried it on myself for a few weeks. Obviously I didn't straight away make them. I took a few away and tried them all on, and then came to the conclusion that they were my two favourites.
I know you next wanted to cover, and I also understand this, that using natural products is important to you.
I think especially since having my little girl, I've really valued making sure obviously everything's natural you use. I don't like the thought of having sort of any harsh chemicals or anything on your face or your body that not only can go in me, but obviously can go to my little girl as well. So I actually looked into sort of distributing more products, and I actually found a company called Forever Living. They're basically all natural aloe vera products, 100% aloe vera, so they're really good for you. And they do anything from skincare to home cleaning to sort of pets. And the weight loss program, the Clean 9 Detox, is probably what we're most known for. It's basically a detox program for 9 days, which helps you obviously kickstart a weight loss. It's quite amazing, really. The average sort of 10 stone, size 12 kind of girl will lose about 10 pounds in 9 days, which is kind of unheard of in lots of diets. But it isn't a fad diet. It is a really healthy way to do it, and it actually helps you lose weight but feel good at the same time. And we offer that at Appleford Clinic, but we also offer a weight loss body wrap and a facial at the end, so you can sort of treat yourself at the end of obviously detoxing for 9 days, which is always nice.
And now, one of the other things you do, and I was hoping you could explain to our listeners a little bit, was electrolysis and what that actually is.
Yeah, no one's really heard of that either, actually. It's actually the only way to permanently remove hair. Laser is sort of the one that's probably most widely used, but it's actually not permanent. Electrolysis is actually used for people who want to get rid of, stray hairs on their chin, your moustache, and maybe in between your eyebrows or any sort of place you don't really want the hair. I know some ladies get them done on their belly button maybe, or just any areas that you really don't want that hair. We actually do, so it's around six courses for your eyebrow, for example. We'll actually get rid of that hair permanently, which is always easy. It saves you money on wax in the long run.
That's pretty amazing. So it will never come back?
No, it'll never come back. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's like a little needle that goes into your hair follicle and burns the end of the hair. I'm not going to burn your skin off, don't worry. It doesn't really hurt. It sort of twinges a little bit, and it actually gets rid of your hair for good.
We are at the moment talking to Robyn Allsworth this evening, right here at the Monday Night Community Show this evening, right here at our very own community radio station, 95.6 BRFM this evening. I was just wondering, before we finish, was there anything else you'd like to cover?
Well, the only last thing I'd like to cover really is actually that we've started to do pamper parties, which have proved to be quite fun. It's basically an evening of sort of trying to promote Appleford Clinic. I go to people's homes, take along my products, take along the makeup range that we also distribute, take along all the aloe vera products, take along all of my machines, and just a fun evening for friends and family to try out different things, because I'm sure lots of people don't even know what microdermabrasion electrolysis really does. So it's a good way to actually test out for free, I guess, and get to try out quite a few different makeups and things as well. So if anyone wants to book one.
I suppose it's one of those things, people never know how to ask advice, but I suppose doing it like that, people get to talk to you in a more better environment and find out more and try more.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, somebody who might be listening now might be thinking, oh, I might want to try that for my wrinkles, but you know, it's unlikely they're really going to pick up the phone. Well, not unlikely, but not as likely. But if you're going to a party with all your friends and you were just to chat about it and maybe get a 2-minute sort of little bit of a facial, you'd then know what it is, and you would want to, if you wanted to book it up, you could book it up, and if you didn't, it's no problem at all. It's an experience.
So if our listeners would like to find out more about what you do you have any useful contact details or a website where they can have a little further look?
Yeah, we have a website. It's www.applefordclinic.co.uk. I have an email, which is robyn@applefordclinic.co.uk, and Facebook and Twitter is probably the easiest way to get hold of me. It's usually flashing up on my phone all the time, so I'm always on it. Just on Facebook, if you type in Appleford Clinic, it will come up. It's the logo's 3 apples, 3 red apples, and a phone number as well, obviously, which is 07539 679 244.
Well, Robyn, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along this evening and covering all of those areas for our listeners.
Thank you for having me. That
is Robyn Allsworth this evening, right here at the Monday Night Community Show on BRFM this evening.